Hey folks, quick disclaimer about Greasy Says, my new show about being a game developer for 15 years who's brown. Okay, Greasy Says contains explicit language, adult situations, and viewer discretion is strongly advised. Right? Greasy Says is supposed to be a comedic take on what it's like to be in the gaming industry from my perspective, but I'm not out here trying to make people feel uncomfortable just for the sake of it. So, to sum it up, I have a potty mouth. Don't let your kids listen to this shit. And kings and queens above 18 only. Let's try that. All right? Lay is...
Haha, let's get this party started with the professionals.
Greasy Says.
Oh, yeah. Remember when Ice Cube used to do that back in the days? Oh, yeah. What was that about? That shit is funny now. What's going on, Greasy people? What's up? It's me, Greasy, aka M-Cue, and I'm here to welcome you back to yet another episode of Greasy Says. What are we on? We on Season 2, Episode 5. Time is just flying by. We're a quarter way through the season. I just realized that when I hit record. I was like, oh shit. I'm a quarter way through the season. Hope y'all been enjoying Greasy Says. I've been still having fun making this show. It's a grind right now having a kid and doing this. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me tell y'all. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking that I could do a job, have a podcast, even though this shit comes out every 2 weeks, and raise a fucking toddler, and have a life. Man, I must have been out of my mind. I was talking to a homie the other day. Or was it yesterday even, I think? Yeah. And he was like,
you have no problem taking on all kind of different shit.
You know? He was like, you know,
sometimes when I have too much shit, it like causes anxiety. It's like I can't keep up. I feel overwhelmed.
And he's like,
you don't have that problem.
And I was thinking to myself, yeah, you know, I'm stupid like that. I'm stupid. Because I will have a million things going on, and I know damn well that I'm fulled out, I'm maxed out. And then somebody will come along, or I might stumble upon some new information or a new hobby or some shit that interests me. And here I go again, right into it. I get caught up and I give myself yet another job to do. I'm not complaining that about having to do the podcast. I'm just saying, I do a lot. I need to chill the fuck out. I need to stop taking on new shit. I can't have no more new hobbies for like 2 months, all right? If you hear about me and a hobby in the next 2 months, just hit me up and be like,
yo, Greasy, just chill, bro. Just fucking chill, man. You don't need another job. You don't need another mission.
Just come by and slap me around the back of my head if I pick up some new shit. If you hear that I like started forging shit and I'm over there at the fucking what you call that thing? At the forge. I'm over there at the forge. You know what I mean? Making swords and shit. Slap me upside the back of my fucking head. Alright? If you hear that I'm working on an album in the next 2 months, just come over and be like,
yo, just press Control S and wait 3 months, dog. You can pick up on the album later. You don't need any extra shit.
I'll tell you what I do need extra of, though. I'll tell you what I do need extra. Kleenex. There is a Kleenex shortage in my house, which I never thought I would say. I never thought I would say those words. But there is. There used to be like 4 boxes dispersed evenly across the entire house, so that when a runny-nosed toddler swoop by, you could catch that motherfucker with a Kleenex and just be like, bah! Hit him with the Kleenex and keep it moving. Or when you eventually come down with the plague and you know, in between rooms and shit, you could grab a Kleenex and wipe yourself, make yourself look good, you know, in case somebody come to the door and ring and try to sell you solar panels or some shit, so you could wipe your shit up. You know what I mean? Jehovah's Witness come by. I'm not gonna look fucked up. I'm gonna look crisp when I say no thank you, you know? When I'm gonna look good when I say I'm into Satan. I'm not down for Jehovah, right? Scare him off and shit. They're not gonna come back when I say that, right? That guy's weird.
I know he needs Jesus, but I'm not trying to give it to him.
But there's an alarming shortage, and I'm not blaming it on supply chain either of Kleenex. It's strictly demand over here. Now, if you didn't know, this podcast is supposed to be about video games, and it's supposed to be about me as a video game developer, and I'm brown, and I have a unique experience. But today we talking about Kleenex. Okay, that's what happens on Greasy Says. Sometimes I switch it up. You don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about next.
That's for sure.
Okay, so there's a Kleenex shortage. It's pretty major.
I guess.
If you have extra, just send them to me. Snail mail. I don't care when they get here. We're going to need them. The demand is going to be high for at least the next 3 years as we work out all the various plagues in this household. So send extra Kleenex. I might start a GoFundMe. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Motherfuckers scamming people out here with GoFundMes, telling people this person died from cancer. Can you support my family? And it's all fake, and people giving them $3,000. Y'all could give me a couple $5 for some fucking Kleenex. You know what I mean? So I might kick off one. Greasy Says Kleenex, the Kleenex Push 2022. That's what we're gonna call it. Shit. You guys and gals out there listening in the Greasy sphere, have you heard on Twitter about this new thing, what a game dev looks like? Hashtag what a game dev looks like. And the idea is that you take a picture of your dumbass and you put it on the internet and you say some shit about, you write a little bio about yourself. You know what I mean? You look all cute and shit. And then at the bottom, you put hashtag what a game dev looks like. I don't know who started it. I don't even know what the purpose is. I'm assuming the purpose is to show how diverse the game dev community is. And how game developers can come from all walks of life and can be all different shades and sizes and configurations of human. I'm down with that. That's cool. But at the same time, though, it doesn't strike y'all as like a little bit egotistical, a little bit up your own ass?
Narcissistic.
This is what a game dev look like. Like, you don't feel that like a little bit like we already have Instagram, we already have Facebook, we already have TikTok, all these things where you get to put your face on a screen and feel important for 5 seconds and be like, notice me, everybody. We have so many avenues for that. But like this, what a game dev look like thing, it's like weird, man. It's like, it gives me a very self-centered vibe, which is not really the vibe that I want to spread about game development. I'm torn. I'm fucking torn on it. I'll be real. Because I get it. Like sometimes you have these massive companies that are just hundreds and hundreds of people that never get any recognition for the work that they make. So something like this, where you're making individuals stand out, that's cool. But at the same time, it's just all the clout chasers and all the people who want to be seen and the look at me people who are gonna do the what a game dev looks like. So it's still a skewed version of the game dev community. You know what I mean? I've seen all kinds of different people post and shit, but it take a certain type of person to be like, look at me. I might be full of shit because I have a fucking podcast called Greasy Says about myself, where I talk to myself about my own thoughts. So I'm completely full of shit. You know what? This is what a game dev look like. This is what a game dev look like. A fucking psycho. A fucking egotistical psychopath, sociopath, who is completely self-absorbed and introverted at the same time. That's what a fucking game dev look like. Oh, look at me. Don't look at me. You know what? I give up. And I don't give up on y'all. I give up on myself. I'm a mess. This is what a game dev look like. A mess is what the new hashtag should be. Where are the pictures of like the dude in the poorly lit room smoking weed, eyes bleary and red and glassy, who been doing that shit, who been working for like 18 hours looking all strung out? Where's that picture? Let me see if I can find one. What would I even search for? Like strung out game dev? I'm gonna look right now. What a game dev look like. I'm gonna look at not the top. Okay. Yeah, I know you. I don't know you. Yeah, it just turned Twitter into fucking LinkedIn. You know what I mean? Anybody reaching out? Anybody making real connections out here? Like, unlike LinkedIn is bullshit, man. You know how many years I've been on LinkedIn? How many gigs did I get from LinkedIn? 0. How many fucking recruiters hit me up? A couple. Did it lead to anything? Not really. Some people be putting up articles and shit on LinkedIn. I did that at one point. The shit don't work. The shit does not work. So now you're gonna come to Twitter and look off to the left and right and try to be all cute and basically turn the shit into LinkedIn? I'm not feeling it, y'all. I'm not feeling the what a game dev looks like shit. I'm not feeling it.
You have made your point.
I understand why you need to do this shit. I understand. But it's just an attention grab, man. That's all it is. It's an attention grab. And I will not stand for it. I call bullshit on all of y'all.
And yourself.
I call bullshit on every last one of y'all.
And yourself.
Even if you a homie of mine that did it, I still respect you, I still love you, but I call bullshit. You got swept up.
Ooh.
You got swept up
Ooh.
just like you got swept up with Elden Ring.
Ooh.
You fucking caught the wave and you decided to jump on that wave, and that wave came from the fucking nuclear power plant.
Uh-oh.
That came from it came from the sewage treatment facility.
Uh-oh.
That's where the wave came from. But you don't know because you ride in it. It's only until when that wave crash and hit the shore and you come out covered in turds and seagulls and shit.
Dookie.
That's when you're gonna know. That's when you're gonna know. And I'll still be here being like, hey, keep going, keep doing your thing. But you stepped out. You stepped out and you got caught.
What are you even talking about? You just mad.
This is what a game dev look like.
You just mad.
So what are you telling me? If I don't get on this train with what a game dev look like, I'm not a game dev?
Yes.
I'm not representative of the game dev community?
Yes.
Fuck out of here, man.
Okay.
And most of these is just like, cuties and shit. Like, it's just y'all trying to look cute.
You don't like cuties?
Have nothing to do with being a game dev.
Why you don't like cuties? You not feeling cute? Huh?
Yeah, I should probably stop hating, because I'm seeing a lot of brothers and sisters on here, and that's always good to see more than people. You know what? Like, again, we back to square two. Mm-hmm. Fuck what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Let's move on.
Yep. Today's key is.
Don't listen to a motherfucking word I say unless I mean it. Oh. What you play, what you play, what you play, what you playing, what are you playing?
What you playing?
Now, a lot of y'all might know, some of y'all might not know, I'm not really a multiplayer guy. I don't play competitive multiplayer a whole lot. But what I do love is some co-op action. All right? Diablo, know what I'm saying? Borderlands, know what I'm saying? Revenant for a deeper cut. anything I could play with the homie, and we get, it's not a huge competitive thing, I'm down for. Which leads me to what I'm playing right now. Dying Light 2. I don't know if you've ever played a Dying Light 2 Dying Light game. The first one was revolutionary. I guess you could say it was evolutionary, to be honest, because I believe Techland came out with what was the name of that shit, man? I gotta look it up. Their original zombie game was called Oh shit, I'm wrong. I thought that Techland made Dead Island. But apparently not. I'm on their site right now. But you know what they did make? A goddamn fucking classic. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Yo, I've played that game to death. Love the gunplay in that game. Love how like easy it is to jump into. Super accessible and super fun. Super replayable. For a linear single player game, it's incredibly replayable. And that's what Techland is bringing to Dying Light 2. They really nailed down the idea in Dying Light 1, right? Open world parkour, hand-to-hand combat. Night is terrifying. You know what I mean? Open world game. And it was co-op. And it was amazing. They tried all kinds of things in Dying Light 1. Vehicles, all kinds of shit. In Dying Light 2, it seems that they've refined it even more. The city is even more expansive, even more ways to traverse the environment. There's a ton more parkour moves and tricks. It seems like the crafting has taken a step in the right direction. It's a little more complex, but not overly stupidly complex. I'm only digging in right now near the beginning. I'm not even deep into the game because I have a fucking kid. So I only get like maybe a couple hours a week to play Dying Light 2. But when I do, boy, let me tell you, the nighttime segment, when it turns to night in Dying Light 2, just listen to the audio. The sirens start blaring. There's a feeling of dread that sits when the sun starts going down. You watch the little icon on the bottom right of the screen ticking down. It's sunset. It's getting closer. They do a little riser with a string riser, gets you in the mood. And then nighttime hits. And you know you're fucked if you're outside of city walls. You know you're fucked if you don't know where the closest UV light is. You know what I'm saying? And they've added this great new mechanic where if you as a player are in darkness, I'll try not to spoil anything, but there's a meter that starts going down when you're in darkness. And if that meter drops, you start losing health. So there's this extra level of stress and health management that has to happen when you're playing in the nighttime sections or you're playing indoors where there's no natural daylight. Pretty cool idea. That's a pretty cool idea. You came up with a cool idea. That's a pretty cool idea. You came up with a cool idea. That's a pretty cool idea. You know, there are people out there, like I have a very close homie of mine, who can barely play first-person games, right? Especially ones that require parkour or the camera's moving around a lot, jerking around a lot. Sort of like Mirror's Edge. Like he tried to play Mirror's Edge and he just couldn't. He felt like he was going to throw up. Same deal here in Dying Light. If you have motion sickness, even with motion blur set to the highest level, I don't even know how you play this game with motion sickness because your camera is bopping all over the place. The end of a session, you're kind of like, you got to like get regrounded to reality. You know what I mean? From watching this camera fly left and right and spiral all over the place. Incredible game, though. I love playing it.
Reflection.
So I was thinking the other day, right? I was playing Dying Light with my homie, and I was thinking to myself, here we running around the city, whatever. We go into a building, we fighting zombies and shit, and then, you go into the bathroom looking for loot. You go into the toilet, the men's and women's toilets. And what is it about video games that makes us want to search toilets? You know what I mean? Like in real life, you would never run up in a toilet for no reason looking for loot, looking for gold, coins, and shit. You know what I mean? You don't go and look in the urinal and press E by the urinal in real life. What is it about video games where we are drawn into toilets to search for loot? Have you ever passed a toilet straight that was able to be gone in if the door was open? Hell no. I fucking double dog dare you to prove me wrong. You've never turned down a toilet in a video game. Think about any video game you played with toilets in it. Duke Nukem, back in the day, you went in there and you pissed on the mirror or whatever. No, that was Postal. You did the dance in front of the mirror. Whatever the fuck that happened in Duke Nukem. GoldenEye on fucking Nintendo 64. How many Germans did you sneak up on? Or Russians or whoever GoldenEye was killing that week. Run up in the toilet and shoot a motherfucker. Or try to stab a motherfucker while he's taking a piss. And then steal his guns and his boots. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Imagine doing that in real life. Imagine you skittering around, running up in the toilets while people in there trying to like handle their business, and you like, yo, y'all got any gems?
What?
Y'all got any audio logs in there? Hello?
Excuse me?
Hello?
Get out of here.
Y'all got any audio logs in there, or any
No.
any lore, any pieces of paper with passcodes on them in there?
No, fuck off.
People will be looking at you like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who are you? Who are you and why are you doing this? What is wrong? You would be an instant TikTok viral person because somebody will pull their phone out and be like, this motherfucker looking for coins in the toilet. What is wrong with him? Why is he dressed like that? Why is he wearing a cape?
This motherfucker looking for coins.
Looking for what?
This motherfucker kind of annoying. This motherfucker.
Looking for coins. Here?
Yo, the new Witcher got announced. My homie Jay, shout out to Jay, hit me with a link and he said, yo, the new fucking Witcher is coming out, confirmed coming out, being worked on. Probably exists as a series of words on a fucking Word document. That's all it is right now, but it's coming. But the big thing is, the new Witcher game is gonna be made in the Unreal Engine. That's crazy to me, because CD Projekt Red has been known to be developing in their own engine for fucking ever. I mean, Cyberpunk, Witcher 3, Witcher 2, all that shit was in their engine that they built, which was, I've been to a couple GDC talks about that engine, and it's beastly. It does some dope shit. But they jumped ship and decided to go with Unreal. That's quite a development. Jay, my homie Jay, was thinking it might have to do with the fact that they got hacked. But in my head, I'm like, what? Okay, so they got hacked. So somebody stole a bunch of shit, but that doesn't change, that doesn't change the fact that they can still develop with their engine. It's not like they stole some of the engine, right? Is that possible? I'm not a fucking coder. I'm not a plumber. I don't know if you can, if that means that your game is now compromised because you built in an engine that some of it got stolen or the files got stolen. Is that bad? Does that mean maybe it's like a security thing? Like somebody could figure out what your security measures are in your engine when you encode everything and you put it on a disk or you put it on the internet. And if they could figure that out, they can, I don't know, reverse engineer your game or get into your I don't know. I don't fucking know. Could you jump into servers and like steal personal information of people who bought your game if they have access to that code that built the engine? Perhaps. If you're a coder and you know, and you realize that this idiot doesn't know what he's talking about, let me educate him, which would be nice. Hit me up under Greasy Says on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, or M_CUE, that's M-Cue on Twitter, and just be like, this is maybe why they don't want to release on their old engine for security reasons, because they got hacked. Let me know if you know. I don't know how many people would know. I personally just think it's easier. Like, they don't have to support an engine. They don't have to pay a fucking gigantic engine team. They don't have to support a giant engine. They don't have to wait for features in the engine to come online so they can make the game that they want to make. With Unreal, you know, it's just like, it is what it is. Here's the fucking next update. And you just build your game on that. You know what I mean? I think it's just they went easier and it's cheaper. I don't know. Prove me wrong. We got some listener submissions. We got some comments from listeners. One which I found really funny. I can't remember exactly what it is. I can't find it right now, but homie reached out and said, well, back in episode, I don't know, season 2, episode 2 or 3 or something like that, I talk about getting this chair for my bedroom. Like, I went on this kick where I was trying to like beautify and cosify the bedroom, because me and my wife been sleeping in there for like a couple years now, and like we put all this other work into the rest of the house, and then you end up sleeping in this fucking cave. It's basically like 4 white walls with nothing on them, and your bed in the middle of the room. It's not sexy, you know what I'm saying? It's not very cozy. Not somewhere you want to lay your head at night and recoup, you know what I'm saying? So I bought this fucking chair, and the homie wrote in and was like, yeah, I bet that chair is gonna be covered in clothes and bullshit in like 2 days. And you know, I agree with them, because under normal circumstances, that's exactly what would happen. What if you with a partner, if you're not with a partner, whatever, that piece of furniture in your bedroom or your bed or your fucking dresser always ends up getting covered by a bunch of bullshit. Fucking lotions and potions, fucking rags and tags, every manner of fuckery ends up on top of those things. So I'm usually like, yo, I'm not putting furniture anywhere, because I don't want shit to be covered by a bunch of crap, because I'm kind of a psycho, a neat freak in a sense. You know, I'm a little crazy when it comes to that shit. But for some reason, miraculously, this chair has been unadorned. It has been covered by literally nothing. We sit in it. We've read in it. I've played my fucking Switch in there, ollie all fucking afternoon. It's free of shit. This chair has been blessed. The white lady that gave it to me must have blessed it somehow. With model ass cheeks. I don't know. I think she was using it for that. Anyway, I thought that comment was hilarious. And the chair lives on as a chair, not as a fucking hamper. Do y'all follow me on Instagram or on TikTok? I guess I trickle it all down. But when I put out that Elden Ring promo, the Elden Ring promo for the Elden Ring episode, people were waiting for like a just kidding and shit. Calling me evil Arthur and shit, which I appreciate. I like being evil sometimes. I like making people think I'm gonna say just kidding, and then I'm totally not fucking kidding. That's one of my MOs, to be honest. But yeah, that was awesome to see people reaching out on social media, people reaching out for the duck sample. I did provide the duck sample, and my boy Leb did a fucking crazy like beat and put the duck sample in it. You know what I'm saying? The duck sample's out there. If you want the duck sample, if you want the Greasy Says duck sample, and I don't claim ownership to that thing because it's probably owned by like Little Tykes Toy Company or some shit like that. Some poor fucking guy probably recorded that perfect duck sample, got paid like for an hour's worth of work, and now Little Tykes is making $1 bajillion off of that awesome duck sample on every alligator keyboard that they sell. If you think I'm insane, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, just go back and listen to the previous episode or the episode before that. You'll get caught up. All right. I think that's all the comments I got for this week. So yeah, keep them coming. Reach out to me. Social media. That's Greasy Says on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. That's probably the best way. Or hit me up on Twitter under M_CUE M-Cue. All right. And just ask me shit. Tell me about new games. Tell me about cool shit that you think I should check out. You know, shit on me. Do whatever you want. It's social media. That's what you're supposed to do. But let's wind down this episode as we always do with a little bit of
Medicate and meditate.
This week I wanna give some advice for free, no price. I wanna talk about the importance of silence, occasional silence. What do I mean? Let's say you're in a meeting or a brainstorming session, and ideas are flying back and forth, and things are getting heated, and lots of people have lots of ideas. Sometimes it's good to just sit in the silence, not say a word, absorb, intrigued, remember, store, analyze without opening your fucking mouth. Imagine that. It goes against everything that is in Western culture. It goes against everything that makes a coder function and live. But sometimes it's chilling out, just sitting back and listening can create opportunity for you to come up with some smart shit later. Because you paid attention instead of running your fucking mouth. Imagine that. You could pay more attention if you actually listened, and if you were talking and asking a bunch of fucking questions while the person who was talking was trying to explain what they was talking about, while you was interrupting them. What you talking about? Huh? What you talking about? I'm just saying, sometimes laying in the cut and just being quiet and waiting your turn can be politically and professionally the right thing to do. Yeah. 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 Yes, greasy people, here we are. Get ready for the next episode. I'm going to talk about some shit in the next one. A question somebody asked a long time ago. I'm going to try my hardest to speak on this topic. I don't know if I should be speaking on this topic, but I'm going to try. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, but we'll see what happens. Yo, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You guys and gals out there listening, I hope you're catching up. I hope you're still loving the show. Reach out to me. Let me know. Give me feedback on the show. What you want to see. What you don't like. What you do like. I need to hear this shit so I can make this shit better. So just keep letting me know how you feel about Greasy Says. I appreciate you, everybody out there listening. subscribing. Remember, hit that subscribe shit. I know everybody fucking says that, but yeah, I guess you have to say that, or else people don't do it. It's weird. It's super weird. Super weird. It's like if I said, like, if I had to tell you watch TV, or else you wouldn't watch TV. That's kind of a great thing, right? All right, so like, subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't want to. If you hate social media like me, don't fucking subscribe. That's an option. That's an option. A viable option. But let me get the fuck out of here. All right? Yo. Greasy people. Thanks for coming out. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, give me feedback. Tell me to go myself. And until next time, it's me, Greasy. And I'm checking out with the rookie. Latest.